Hello everyone, and welcome. This is Aspera, a game where we play as an AI designed to prepare Mars for human habitation. I don't want to beat around the bush, I don't know what the starting process is, but I just wanted to show that I am playing on simulation mode. A way to fulfill the dream of conquering Mars without suffering the hostility of its environment. Recommended for new Aspera players who are familiar with this genre. Now, I'm a new player who is familiar with this genre, and as tempting as it is to turn it up to realistic, this is recommended for players who are experienced with Paraspora or this genre. Now, arguably, I am a player who is experienced with this genre, but, well, I'm not experienced with Paraspora, and I've been burned by my own hubris a couple of times in recent memory. So, this is what we're going to go with, at least for now. This game caught my eye because it struck me as a very realistic approach to the colonization of Mars. No humans for quite a long time. The settlement and terraforming are the responsibility of an AI with robotic resources. And this is why I didn't want to delay the start too much. Ah, now there's a greeting. Wake up. Welcome to Mars. On the right sidebar of your screen, you can select buildings to place on the planet, or you can left-click on a resource to select the building directly from the pop-up menu. Hmm. Welcome to Mars, and that is a pretty sweet Mars, you might say. Hello?
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
Great. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission. Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars' surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. You ready? Go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission. Houston out.
I like this guy. He reminds me of someone. Okay, so hitting the edge of the screen doesn't turn around. Personally, I don't like deserts. They always strike me as bland, boring, ugly. Look at this, what is it? It's all red sand. But
The view of Mars from up here is fascinating. The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me. I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more. What other observations can I make about Mars?
personally, I find it inspiring.
This planet is so resilient. It inspires great things.
Well, resilient, I feel like that's a statement that needs some qualification. After all, what is there here that needs to be resilient? It's a big rock. But it has potential for something much greater. That's the really inspiring part, what it can be. And that also comes back to what I was saying. It might be an ugly desert now, but that's what this game is all about, isn't it? We're going to make it something much, much better. Hopefully something beautiful. Ah, we have access to iron now. I guess we're expanding what we can perceive as we go along. I must confess, I don't really have that solid an idea of what I'm doing yet. I'm just stumbling along for the moment. I see a thing I can do, so I do it. I'm sure that's all part of the learning process. We'll figure out what this game is as we go. Build a steel factory, build a solar farm. I'm sure the carbon mine and the iron mine are going to be an intrinsic part of that process. Requires aluminum, electronics, and glass. Oh, those appear to be resources we don't actually have at the moment. Ah. Oh, we do have a little bit of aluminum. Alright, so, the way it experiments with like a dozen different routes before placing anything, placing these paths, really cool. Guess we'll speed up time a little bit. Ah, it's now working on the carbon mine. No resources showing up further away. Interesting little bots shuttling resources around. Guessing that that increases priority. Really like to get the steel factory done first, as that brings us a new resource that we will be needing. And I can't help but notice that we are well into the negatives for power. We really want to get that solar farm online, but until we're producing electronics, we can't. Guess let's about the workers. Worker factory available. Congratulations, you can now build worker factories and worker hubs. Worker factories produce new workers. I guess workers are those things we saw shuttling around. Interesting that they gave us a pop-up for this and not everything else we've been granted so far, but I suppose that would have been a bit messy. Each worker requires a vacant worker hub. Areas are automatically assigned around occupied worker hubs. Workers will serve primarily the buildings in their assigned area, but also will pick up or leave resources in neighboring buildings. Okay, use the traffic lens to check out the assigned areas. Add more worker hubs to your network if worker areas are too busy. Your worker factories will create new workers as long as they have the required resources and there are vacant hubs. Up the good work. Okay, so I guess...
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does the machine end, and my artificial consciousness begin?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. It relates to the very idea of what it means to have a body. With decision timeout coming, I'm going to say they are
We
part
are
of me.
completely interconnected. I can sense everything that happens through the network of workers and buildings. They are an extension of me down on the surface, so that makes us a single being. The mind and the body work together as one, an inseparable whole.
Kind of the same thing as just having hands. From observations I'd made before, I kind of knew that this game got deep, but I forgot deep how. Oh, hello, Dr. Foster.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy. Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
It's funny, it seems like we're deciding whether we've remembered or not.
I can, Dr. Foster. My mission is to terraform Mars. This will enable humanity to become an interplanetary species.
All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes.
Obviously, I didn't know
You
that.
may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
Worker hub seems to be the basic answer.
Building worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct. Other buildings would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources, so worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it. This
Good to
mission's
know.
going to
Thank
be a
you.
challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest. And that is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. My cognitive system returned an error searching for that answer.
Roger that, nothing to worry about. Just means your system requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare, so get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base expansion is a go. Houston out.
Come on, this is the one thing I really need right now. Isn't it interesting that it was gathering so many resources at the landing site? I don't know what it was trying to accomplish, but at the moment I really want to get this power up and then probably just more workers. I keep trying to nudge the edge of the screen. Oh good, now we have a surplus of power. And it looks like we might not need to worry about it for a little while. And it looks like all the resources we need already exist. Wait, except for parts. Wait. Did I jump the gun here? No? Yes. I need a parts factory. Requires steel and aluminum, so yeah, I think I'll put that on the left side. And tell it to make this the priority, because... well, actually, the worker factory now has everything except the parts. Wonder what those occasional little noises are. Am I hearing meteor strikes? There we go. It actually pulled electronics out of the worker factory. Oh, what's that? Got a green arrow over here and yellow arrows over here. What do they mean? Wait. Oh. Steel factory. Aluminum mine. Okay, so it was indicating that it's taking from here and here and giving it over here, I guess. Input, output. Okay. Month 13. I see we are operating on a calendar specific to Mars. Placing the worker hub now, as that is the only other thing that we are currently being asked for. Upping the priority on the parts factory. Hopefully that will, there we go. Get the steel we need. Now we can drop priority. And there we go. That ought to speed things up a bit.
Finally, I can build additional workers now. I will appreciate the extra hands. But I wonder, do I really need them?
Oh, I absolutely need them. What, I want to stick with this one worker forever? Huh.
They will be a great boost for the mission. Having more workers will allow me to allocate resources more efficiently.
Making me decide whether it's about me or the mission. Little rude. In a way, we are the same. Prioritize that, so we can get one of these. I need more hands. And here it comes. And now it's ready to make another. I think that's enough. We can slow things down on the parts factory a little bit.
The worker factories will be so helpful. The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems. Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it?
Not gonna lie.
I am anxious. But can I truly feel anxiety? I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel. Fascinating. The first worker has been made in the worker factory. It is my first Marsborn.
Born? Let's not get ahead of
Technically
ourselves.
not born, of course. More like engineered or assembled. Just like me. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs, and that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Well, to the extent to which you are a representation of me in this game, I'm not nearly so concerned. These are extensions of me. I don't want to lose a hand, but it's not the same as losing a person. Speaking of people, I believe she just alluded to the colonists, humans coming to Mars. Let's not be too hasty about that, okay? Oh, I think I just broke the road that was on. But yes, there are many, many problems with bringing humans to Mars that allowing a robot to do all the work solves. You know, aside from the more obvious problems relating to just air, food, water, there's also cosmic radiation, which is a bit of a harder problem to solve. Now, this requires polymers. Now, what does that require? Chemicals. Chemical plants. Does that not have a resource associated with it? Ah! I guess it's time for one of those worker hubs. Ah, see, it's got more workers ready. It's just, it needs a hub to call home. But yes, honestly, the longer we can delay taking on humans, which is admittedly ostensibly the point of getting humans here, but still, the longer we can put that off, honestly, the better it feels like. Got a long way to go before we are truly ready to take care of them, make sure that they can live healthy and happy lives. Not enough power. Are you sure? My solar panels have a power radius? So they do. The great thing about having more workers, more hands. You need to think less and less about the details. All resources will get where they need to be. Just trust the workers. Don't trust Kotzon's memory. So cool watching them running around taking care of everything. Checking resources, making sure it wouldn't detract from anything. Build another worker hub. Just make everything run that little bit more smoothly. Build an areological scanner. Hello. What's all this then? I wish I could tell that if that was in the powered area. Thus, being able to connect directly to the solar panel is probably a nice hint, though. Running just a tiny bit low on aluminum. There we go. Locating resources. You've built your first areological scanner. Open the scanner lens to see the scanned areas. Building more scanners will reveal resources faster. See the resource clusters on the planet by zooming out while using the scanner lens. Okay.
Amy, how's it going over there? Do you...
Houston, I am getting interference. Please repeat.
Roger. I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
A little bit of assistance wouldn't go amiss.
I could use some help. I understand that the first colonists will need a spaceport for arrival, but I do not seem to have enough resources to build one yet.
It's okay. Bigger structures need more resources. Use the aerological scanner to detect new veins and build more mines. Also, remember to keep the power supply consistent to your needs. But if you're too impatient to finish the spaceport, then you can scrap other buildings and reuse their materials. Patience is a virtue you may need to carry this mission, Amy. Besides, the free time will give you the chance to enhance your thinking process. Continue following ISA's instructions and you'll be fine.
The areological scanner detected an uncharted structure close by. It's probably a secret abandoned base, or a mysterious Martian ruin. Though humans never found proof of life on Mars, or any other planet. Is it possible they have the entire cosmos to themselves?
Speaking of hubris,
I highly doubt that's the case. Statistically speaking, there are too many locations where life can flourish aside from Earth. There may even be a civilization more technologically advanced than humans. And I may not be the most intelligent consciousness in the universe. No, it must be an unmapped structure from a previous mission. That is the easiest explanation. I will investigate it to confirm.
okay, what do you want me to do? Indicating like there's something I'm meant to do with it. What?
Unfortunately, my workers cannot explore buildings. I will need the colonists' help for this task. I should finish getting the initial base ready for the colonists first. Though I can build a research outpost here to prepare. That will give the scientists a place to stay while they analyze the structure. Once they get to Mars, of course.
Now, it kind of sounded like I was meant to get some kind of scanning tool. Like, I thought I was going to be clicking around or something. Excuse me for a moment. Okay, just encountered a bit of an odd technical difficulty with something that probably doesn't affect your experience in any way. Fortunately, it seems that supplying enough power is the greater challenge than worrying about anything about, the power radius. Let's try scanning somewhere else. Oh, goodness. Seems like more than just a hiccup this time. Oh, no. Hello, have we recovered? Oh, good.
I keep thinking about that abandoned colony, not by far. What if there are other AIs out there, racing to terraform Mars first?
Huh. Wish I had heard all of that, but, I mean, seems possible that there was some other project.
It is entirely possible. No. If another AI was present, I would have detected it already.
Oh, well, thanks for telling me that part. Okay, it looks like scans are being performed passively. Like, the limiting factor at the moment is electronics. Let's try putting up another electronics factory. Continuing to put up priority because, honestly, the spaceport is a bit low priority compared to just building up more resources. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Latent crater. I wonder what's up with that. Is it, especially large or famous for something else?
Then again, I did not know about the abandoned structure until recently. Could my knowledge be incomplete? It is reasonable to assume there are Mars missions from other organizations that ISA does not know about. Maybe this planet is not completely deserted.
I mean, I thought that was a little bit obvious that there are things that Amy/I do not know about. See, there's that hubris again. Stay humble. Always assume there are things you don't know. Things you have yet to learn. Things you could be doing better. Come on, Lynn. The priority's on this. What's keeping you? Maybe turning up the priority on this will help. After all, one more set of hands. Even if constructing the worker hub actually gets in the way of finishing this scanner a little bit, it'll help in the long run.
It is highly improbable, but I should stay alert for any unexplained activity.
There we go, thank you. Alright, what are we waiting for now? Ah, there we go. Just needed a worker to decide to do that. Don't know why that worker that made the last delivery didn't take care of it. It's fine. The worker factory continues to have one in stock. Logistics continues to be an inconvenience. And so, more worker hubs. Probably the solution. No, the problem is actually a shortage of electronics. Yes, Doctor.
Oh, I forgot to mention. We've announced the names of the first colonists that will be joining you on Mars. The crew is selected from different nations within the Oxy UN, though most are scientists and technicians. They're already undergoing ISA's colonist training program as we speak. They'll be led by Dr. Elia Valentine. She'll be a great commander. The colonists elected her unanimously.
Oh. I'm getting a Valentine.
I look forward to meeting the commander. Is she a robonaut engineer like you?
No, actually, the commander has a PhD in psychology.
Will she be analyzing my behavior as well?
Not at all. She'll be focused on the colonists. Their mental stability is just as mission critical. You two will be colleagues working side by side. You'll balance each other out, as well as enhance each other's strengths.
How will we enhance our strengths?
That brain we gave you is brilliant. It's capable of developing technologies beyond our current imagination. You wouldn't even need our help to do so. But we theorized that your mind would develop much better by working with the colonists. You will develop better decisions when your actions are challenged. Otherwise, how would you understand how your actions affect humanity's future? Amy, you're the most advanced intelligence out there, but you still need human input to see things from different perspectives. Trust me, you'll understand once you've worked with the colonists.
I understand your explanation.
Great. I'll let you get on with it. Mission control out.
Even for the most brilliant mind, never underestimate the value of synergy, working together, learning from one another, helping one another, admitting when someone else might know better. Uh-oh. Also, thank you, Doctor, for pointing that out. I didn't want to bring it up myself. They say that the people selected for the mission to Mars, we already have a list of names. But I really have to wonder, like, what if I spent another few years without building a spaceport? I could do that.
I keep thinking about Dr. Foster's explanation. Why would my mind develop better if my actions are challenged? I do not require other perspectives for my logical processing. Humans are the ones who need explanations to understand the world around them.
Come on, Amy. You disappoint me. Kind of trying to expand out in all directions here.
I can arrive at exceptionally accurate conclusions with raw data alone. Other perspectives are based on subjective data, so why should they factor into a decision? Maybe it's a failsafe in case my data is corrupted or incomplete. Then I may not be able to identify the error. In that case, having another perspective may be helpful.
Also seems like a bit of a wait-and-see problem. You don't understand the value of others' perspectives. That doesn't mean that their perspectives have no value. Wait and see what their perspective is. And then maybe you'll understand why you wanted it in the first place. Says I have 5 out of 10 workers. But I have more than 5 worker hubs.
No, I would be able to identify conclusions based on false premises. Humans tend to fall for that type of thing, not sophisticated intelligence systems. I wonder what it's going to be like, having to consider human input from now on. It will provide an ongoing test for my programming. That will only lead to an improvement in how I execute the mission. That is what Dr. Foster meant by challenging my actions. He truly understands my system.
Maybe another maintenance facility is what's needed. Of course, that's outside the power radius. Seeing more silicon and ignoring it just a little bit, just because I don't feel like it's a big priority at the moment. Also really cool how it will dynamically remove and replace paths as needed.
Amy, this is Houston. We've detected high wind speeds in your area. A sandstorm may be heading your way. These storms can damage your buildings, so check their structural integrity periodically to rebuild or repair if necessary.
Roger, Nathan.
Houston out.
Hmm. Now it says I have 5 out of 11 workers. Maybe it's a matter of the worker factory not getting enough resources. Perhaps it's time for another electronics factory. And of course, the power to back that up. Maybe make the worker factory itself more of a priority. There we go. More workers. Now we're cooking. This is And now here comes the spaceport. Orbital view unlocked. Congratulations, the first spaceport is ready for use. Zoom out to the orbital view to assign and manage special projects. You can choose special projects to research in your tech tree. Once selected, colonists will investigate a technology until it's complete. Then you can assign it to an available spaceport to get off. These projects will be the key to a successful terraformation of Mars. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. Kind of seems to speak directly toward the need for humans if they're what I need.
Hello, Amy. This is Houston. How are you doing over there? We've received word that the spaceport's completed. Well done. I have your next procedure if you're ready to copy.
Roger. I am ready to copy.
Very good. The instructions are as follows. First, confirm that the spaceport is ready to receive colonists. Then, zoom out to access the Special Projects menu or select the orbital view icon. Then you'll see that the Colonist Migration Project is now available. Click Add to initiate the project. Do you copy that procedure?
Yes, I copied your instructions.
Great. As long as you have the migration project assigned to a spaceport, shuttles will run between Earth and Mars. The more spaceports you have assigned to this project, the more colonists will arrive. You're responsible for producing enough food, enough water, and enough habitats for the colonists. Monitor these resources carefully.
I will, Dr. Foster.
Roger that. Houston out.
All right. The first colonists are on their way to Mars. All that is left to do is wait for their arrival. Once they get here, there will be no turning back. This is it. How do I feel about that? I am excited. Meeting a human other than Dr. Foster will be fascinating. We will be able to learn so much about each other.
All right. Now, how do I return to Mars? I just, okay. Oh, I can also use Q&E. I've been using the mouse wheel this whole time. Interesting that they, chose to send a spaceship when they didn't know for sure I had a spaceport finished. Interesting how it's just zooming in and out that is responsible for changing that view. Ah, and while I wasn't looking, they filled up on workers. Perfect. And now these colonists are going to need a place to live.
Humans will be living on Mars, with me. But it won't be the first mission to house humans on this planet. The Stardust Emerald in 2142, the Red
Wait.
Prometheus in 2077, and many others.
What do you mean building limit reached? Can I only have X number of total buildings?
The Stardust Emerald quarters were truly magnificent. It was an ambitious attempt at tourism. But they found that spending months inside a spaceship was too hard for casual tourists, even one as lavish as the Stardust Emerald. One single voyage bankrupted the Pelicanus Space Corporation. Mars was not made for human life. ISA was smart to send me ahead first. I will succeed where those other missions failed.
Can I destroy this? Have I accidentally screwed myself over by building to the limit? A limit I was not aware that I had. Okay, there we go. That's annoying. Alright. Colony, let's go.
The colony is ready. I will have company very soon. I feel quite anxious about this next part. I am not sure why.
Because these people could die. Also, maybe social anxiety.
Hello, Amy. Dr. Foster here. How do you read? Over.
This is Amy. There is some background static, but I read you.
One of our tracking and data relay satellites got crippled. We'll be launching a new one after we identify the cause of the problem. But until we do, we will lose contact with you whenever Mars or the Sun passes between Earth and your satellite.
In that case, should I follow the recording and backing offline protocol?
Yes, please record all your activities when our network connection is down. We'll download the log once our communication is restored. I hope to get the new satellite up and running very soon. I don't like the idea of not being able to reach you, Amy.
Understood.
Congratulations! First colonists have arrived. Make sure they have enough water, food, and shelter to survive on Mars. Oh, I hope so. I've let that go wrong in games before. It is the duty of the colonists to provide technical assistance to this project. When satisfied, they will be able to focus on their research project, advancing the technologies required to fulfill the mission. Colonists will migrate internally using purpose-built airships to the most efficient colonies and research outposts. And in the event of starvation, they may eventually return back to Earth for safety. Slightly comforting thought, really. I'd rather they leave than, be killed by a silly mistake I made. Take also into consideration that the number of colonists can naturally increase or decrease from time to time, as some of them may have children or peacefully decay on the planet. Really? Decay? I'm sorry, are you just trying really hard to not say die? Keep it up with the plan and terraform Mars. Tech tree. Alright, is there a tech that lets me build more than 50 buildings? There it
Okay,
is.
Houston out.
Fortunately, their food and water stockpile, though, seems to be great.
Hi, Amy. Finally, we meet. I've been really looking forward to
Hi,
working with
Valentine.
you. I'm Elia Valentine. I've been elected the leader of the human colonies for this mission.
Hello, Commander. I am excited to meet you.
Please, call me Elia. I can't get used to these stuffy ISA ranks. I got my PhD in psychology, so I've got no business with those fancy titles. That's enough jabbering from me. We'll be making history with this mission. If things
Doctor.
proceed according to plan, who knows how far ahead we'll bring humanity. I see you've already selected a technology from the tech tree for us to research. Great!
Yes, please.
My team's eager to get started. Developing this incredible technology is the reason many of us fought to be on the mission. We're going to make a great team. We're so lucky to have you. Talk to you later.
I really love those ambitions. So many people just so excited, so eager to be the first colonists on Mars. Honestly, I think they're a little bit crazy, but and again, there are a lot of people that I think are crazy who nonetheless are doing very great and worthwhile things. I'd love to be exploiting these resources, just waiting on the tech. No progress bar? Oh, progress bar would be nice. I guess nothing for it but to just speed things up. At least food and water seem to be plentiful, even with just the one source of each. Ah, there's a progress bar, and I guess that's the research. Okay, so I assume this is researching the anomaly of the outpost itself, whereas this one over here is my tech, the tech that I asked for. And I suppose that I get those 20 research points only when the cycle is complete. I do have a progress bar, it's just that that progress bar was not visible until there was some progress on it. Let's speed things up a little bit more, as there appears to be nothing else for us to do at the moment.
Applying Earth technologies to the Martian environment is a challenge. Many techniques and procedures will not apply here. I am excited to make engineering progress in this planet.
You know what's even better than that? Taking what we learn here and applying it on Earth.
There is an inconsistency in the number of workers and worker hubs. That must mean a worker has malfunctioned. Found it. Worker MRS-04. That is...
Not Mrs. 4.
It takes time, resources, and effort to create each one of these workers. Goodbye, MRS-04. Your work made a difference here.
Honestly, I picked sad over logical because I was like, I don't know why that stands to reason exactly. Although I suppose if I'd clicked logical, she would have explained it. Why I end up clicking a lot of things is that, like the protocol a little while ago, when I was warned about the communication disconnect, I clicked the protocol because I figured it would be obvious that when I did, she would explain what that protocol was. Little squeak from my chair there. Suppose these deep veins probably provide resources more quickly than the shallow ones. So what I'm really short on now is carbon and aluminum. No deep veins of aluminum. I should expand this way. I'm a little low on chemicals too. Oh, there's some carbon. Yeah. Let's go this way. Could it be the hatches I saw earlier indicated that there's more silicon out in this direction? Thank you. That's plus 100. Kind of a big deal. Advanced colonies. Ooh, a basic colony that houses 250 colonists. Yeah, let's do that. Get more of you people here. Melt the dry ice polar caps. Congratulations, you are about to start the terraforming plan. The first stage consists of liberating all the CO2 that is trapped as CO2 ice in the polar caps of Mars. This can be done in multiple ways and through different special projects. Check the tech tree to learn more about how they work. During this stage, the CO2 in the caps will start sublimating and further increasing the planet's temperature, creating a runaway effect until the caps disappear completely. Raise the temperature to -50 degrees Celsius, sublimate the frozen CO2. keep up with the plan and terraform Mars. Alrighty.
The carbon dioxide released from the dry ice caps will greenhouse the planet and trigger a runaway effect. And Mars's sterile atmosphere will change forever. Once we reach that point, there is no turning back. Forever. Why does that sound so intriguing?
Why do you sound scared?
It is inspiring. I am...
Wulong Colony Research Outpost. Status research completed. Report. We powered up the building using the MMEV batteries and conducted our sweep. Suspicions that it's an abandoned habitat that hosted the Hulong mission crew. Building remains in good condition. We put it back into operation, and some of us moved in to explore it more fully. Our biggest discovery of the day was a map that indicates the location of another facility at 16.8 degrees east, 14.5 degrees south. Appears to be a nuclear silo.
Changing a planet forever to fulfill my mission and humanity's destiny. What I do here truly means something.
Hey, Amy. It's Elia. I can't believe what we found. It's an abandoned facility. Have you read the expedition log I sent yet?
Let's say yes. Presumably
Yes,
Amy has.
I read through it and I copied it into my knowledge base. The facility was an unmarked Chinese colony, right?
Exactly. It belonged to China's terraforming mission called Huo Long. Now we know their plan was to drop nuclear weapons on the poles and release enough greenhouse gases to warm the planet. China got pretty far with their space program. I've admired their ambition for a long time.
How long have you been waiting for this mission?
My entire life, Amy. It's a bit crazy, huh? I've always believed that humanity's destiny reached far beyond just Earth. We should be much further along, but the conflicts on Earth never stop. The Oxy-UN and the Techies keep fighting. I'm hoping that our success on Mars gets us to leave those arguments behind. We're here to set down a new path for our future, and I get to lead the way. Anyway, getting back to what we found. The Huo Long mission managed to build a nuclear silo before their plans got aborted. We found the location of one of them. I've uploaded the coordinates to your system. You can see it in your orbital view. The silo's located in SA9. I'll get authorization from ISA to explore this new sector. Whenever you think it's a good time to go, I'll send a research team. It was really nice talking to you, Amy. I know AIs are programmed to be good listeners, but with you, it feels real. All right, I'd better get going on my EVAs. Talk to you later.
That's kind of cute.
So, the mysterious ruins ended up being an abandoned colony, part of the Huo Long mission, also known as Fire Dragon. I would like to have more information, but the records about the mission are very unclear. Some speculation about it, maybe, but nothing concrete. Colonists have been migrating back to Earth. I should check. The food and water levels. If the levels...
Always be paranoid about food and water. Do not want to let the humans get hurt just for some silly reason.
are too low. The colonies cannot sustain growth. I need to stay alert.
Actually, might be a good reason to give you your own personal worker hub. Oh, hello. Oh, right. Yep. Wow, that is a good distance
Humanity's
away.
reasons for altering Mars are clear. But what is my purpose in all this?
To help humans. Honestly, I identify too much with
Because
the
it
create
will be
something.
my doing. I am an agent of creation. Changing a planet forever, creating an atmosphere to sustain life. That is truly something.
That is an awesome way of looking at it. I am an agent of creation.
The Chinese government denied any existence of this mission. But how could they hide an entire Mars mission? Something about this does not add up. I need to investigate carefully. This requires an answer.
Be thorough.
These miniature nuclear weapons were called microsuns. The Martian sky lit up by all these microsuns would have been quite the view.
A thousand suns were to burst at once. What? No, don't worry about it. Probably need another steel factory.
Larger colonies will allow for efficient use of space and resources, but it will require a better supply chain.
Oh, don't you worry. The supply chain is always on my mind. Got loads of glass, though.
Amy, Nathan here. Do you copy?
There is some noise, but I can copy. Go ahead.
Our tracking and data relay satellites are still compromised. We've re-examined every single component, but haven't been able to identify the problem yet.
Perhaps it is interference from the sun. The satellites may be suffering from space weather effects generated by the sun's atmosphere.
It's very possible. We can't control that part, so we're continuing to debug the satellite issues. It's mission critical, so we're doing everything we can. But until we solve this problem, keep recording all your actions when we're offline.
Shall I proceed with launching the additional satellites to help with this issue?
That would be helpful, but how would it affect your mission progress?
It would cause a deviation from the mission.
That's what I thought.
No, like
We'll take care of it on our side then. You just stay focused. By the way, Commander Valentine mentioned that you had reason to explore SA-9. Is that correct?
Yes, Dr. Foster. We may have located some external resources that could assist the mission.
Roger. I've gone over it with ISA administration, and they've granted permission to unlock the sector. You'll need to enter your orbital view and launch a control satellite into SA-9. Go ahead when ready. Houston out.
I feel like I'm being perfectly efficient with resources anyway. After all, I'm not a computer. No, do I need I guess I need to build another spaceport. That's fine.
To fully terraform Mars, we must convert the planet into an Earth-like habitat. The first step is to raise the planet's temperature above -50 degrees Celsius. At that point, nearly all the carbon dioxide trapped in the dry ice caps will be released.
All resources flowing pretty nicely. I'm guessing there's just some other tech I need in order to access these. I really have to wonder about the plan to nuke the pools, though. Seems like it's just rushing something that will happen eventually, regardless. Either we nuke the poles, release the carbon dioxide to warm the planet, or we warm the planet, which melts the poles and releases more carbon dioxide anyway. And since the carbon dioxide in the pools are on their own not going to be enough, why the rush? nice symbolic view once we zoom out this far. Trying to build up to the population limit just because, well, that's what gets the tech done faster now, isn't it? Seriously, did I miss something? I guess I just need to research the tech that allows me to build another spaceport. Alright, since that's my current mission, I might as well make that a priority. Kind of seems like food is trending down a little, so long before that becomes an issue, let's build another food factory.
Soon, I will be able to pump greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This will not be difficult. The humans already did it to Earth, after all.
As we release greenhouse gases, the planet's temperature will rise, and the dry ice caps will dissipate. That's what I was saying.
As we release greenhouse gases, the planet's temperature will rise. More CO2 then the dry ice rising temperatures. Dissipate. Just the runaway effect we need.
Yeah, it really seems like the nukes are just dick-waving, to be honest. Unless secretly that was never really the goal at all. Hence the need to study. Oh. Oh. Haha, oops. Okay. Didn't realize that I just needed to build a different thing. Let's give you your own worker hubs. keep the logistics network especially strong right around here where all the people are going to be. Wow. Possibly the biggest individual jump I've made so far. Alright, let's get on that space tech. Fix what may have been an error. However, in the meantime, get on the real mission. Pumping out greenhouse gases, the really exciting part. And we're turning chemicals into greenhouse. I guess that makes sense. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, but it is not the only one, and not the most efficient. I was about to build another, but we don't really have the chemicals to support it. Can we build the chemicals to support it? It's all about scale.
The first step of many in creating new space technology.
black polar dust. Scatter black dust over the Martian poles to reduce the planet's albedo. Oh, that's interesting. The fact that that's also an important thing. Really seems like the nukes are just almost completely pointless. Don't know what we need a different type of power for, but, I mean, if they're offering, I'm not going to say no. I think I'm not, providing proper maintenance. Huh. Yep, I am not. A problem easily solved. Let's keep the efficiency up.
Amy,
Yes,
this is
Doctor.
Houston.
Go ahead, Dr. Foster.
Mars's orbit is intersecting. Comet debris soon. Expect a meteor shower shortly.
Should I anticipate damage at the base?
Yes, you'll need to stay alert until Mars builds up an atmosphere to counteract the meteors. For now, you should take precautions to keep damage to a minimum.
Protect my people?
Then I will secure the power supply. The entire base is dependent on uninterrupted power. I will need to have enough power batteries to sustain the base.
Sounds like a good plan.
Will this jeopardize the mission?
No. You'll be able to fix whatever damage may occur. This is only the first of many challenges you'll face. But you are equipped to respond and adapt to any situation. I made sure of that.
Roger. Thank you, Dr. Foster.
Almost like having
Well,
a
you're
human
welcome.
brain.
Houston out.
Placed in windy areas for better performance. Ooh, fission plant. Nuclear power. Did it show me how windy it is? I don't see an indicator. Oh, there we go. With the skipping again.
The first of many challenges. It is an annoying distraction from the mission, but easily fixed. If only it were me and Mars. No meteor showers, no sandstorms, no mission directives. Just the two of us, creating perfect systems together in solitude. Wouldn't that be nice?
Honestly seems like... Well, for one, the storms and meteors are part of the me and Mars deal. Wouldn't be Mars without them. And, as for no directives, then what would be the point? Incoming meteors showers may destroy your buildings. If you do not rebuild them, they will be eventually scrapped. Left-click on a destroyed building to select the option to rebuild it. Or rebuild multiple buildings at once by holding Shift and drawing the selection box with the mouse, or hold Control and select one by one. Just don't hurt my people, please. Kinda seems like we're not actually in any danger.
This is Houston. The meteor shower appears to be over. Please give us a status update.
My plans did not work out exactly as expected, but the results are positive. The base is secured.
Don't worry. All you need is more experience. You will do better next time.
Next time?
Until Mars builds up an atmosphere to counteract the meteors, you may be encountering these regularly. You cannot let this derail the mission. So stay alert.
Roger. I understand.
Back to
Don't
your
let it get you
terraforming
down.
duties, then. Houston,
Things kind of went perfectly, actually. Don't know what all the fuss was about.
It's working! I can't believe the drive.
Oh, achievement unlocked. Terraformer 1. Increase the atmosphere and temperature. Congratulations, the CO2 trapped in the polar ice caps of Mars has been liberated. Wait, it's already done? Really? Wow, those nukes were useless. The conditions are right for Stage 2. Create an atmosphere by releasing the CO2 trapped in the regolith. I guess that means underground. Raise the pressure to 300 millibar. Keep up with plan.
I'm starting to sublimate. Amy! What's happening? Did you hear an explosion? On fire!
Elia, you're breaking up. Say again, Elia.
Amy! Copy! Amy! System's failing! Help! Please! Amy!
Fix everything. Upgrades. Okay, we are really low on power. Do we have non-functional power plants? I'm looking for power plants and they all look fine. Valentine? Did my resource movement slow down? Oh, right, because some of the hubs are offline, of course. Don't die, people. Valentine.
Amy? How's everything up there? Are you okay?
Status is all clear. My systems were not compromised by the past events.
Oh, good. That's a huge relief. It's been a stressful time here in the colonies. Everyone's been on edge. I don't know what to do after the life support failure. This is bad.
You're still breaking up, Elia. You need to calm down. You are extremely agitated. Everything is looking good from my orbital view, Elia. I sent repair drones immediately to the buildings.
We don't even know what we're dealing with.
Apparently, it was an error in the life support system. But Mars is a very hostile environment. These difficulties are to be expected.
You're right. Having the life support systems fail on us, whatever it is, we need to figure it out.
Agreed. And surely ISA will send us a report as soon as they become aware of what happened.
Oh, good. I'll work out what we can do on our end. I'd better get going. Talk to you later.
Oh, everything looks fine from up here in outer space. Wow. Amy, you can kind of suck sometimes. And of course, that's why everything seems to be going slowly. The game was running slowly.
How could so many buildings fail all at once? This is a serious problem. It is suspicious that all these individual systems failed at the same time. Could it be a systematic failure? Or caused by someone? Good. The colonists appear to be all right. But I have so many questions. What is the most likely explanation?
Human error.
A simultaneous failure like this is too unlikely. It must have been caused by someone on purpose. But who? A colonist? They would be putting themselves in danger. That would not make sense. But I should ask Elia to investigate. We have to proceed carefully. If this was sabotage, this mission and the colonists' lives are in danger. Between the colonists and technology we're developing, there is so much complexity in our mission. What could I be overlooking?
I don't know what I can upgrade, but I can upgrade something.
Hi, Amy. How's everything up there?
Everything is looking good from my orbital view, Elia.
Great! We're so lucky to have you. We all knew the risks. coming here. But having the life support systems fail on us, even briefly, was a harsh reminder. What's killing me is that we can't be sure it won't happen again. Not until we figure out what caused it in the first place. Has ISA spoken to you about the system failures yet?
It's a little
Not yet.
terrifying.
But they engineered the systems to withstand Mars's conditions through all the terraforming phases. Perhaps they will have more insight into the problem.
We have to figure this out. The colonists are scared.
This will be my
I'm
highest
scared.
priority, Elia. I will work with ISA to examine all the data.
All right. I'll try to distract the colonists by focusing on rebuilding. Good luck, Amy.
Amy, this is Houston. Radio check, over.
Houston, I read you. You are coming in loud and clear.
Great. Our telecommunications engineer was able to restore an old space repeater. This will do for now. We're still testing solutions for the excessive heat on our relay satellites. But now we'll be able to track your progress around the clock.
Roger. Should I discontinue recording my offline activities, now that you are tracking my progress again?
First, there's something I need to address with you. We've been examining the data from last week's system failures. Every single building was operating perfectly up until the moment before last week's system failures. And there was zero indication of any impending malfunction. Can you walk me through what happened?
Of course. When the alarm was triggered, I found the buildings in a failure state. I sent repair drones immediately to the buildings. The drones reported extensive physical damage to the buildings and the production lines, enough that it caused the shutdown of several factories. The damage was not consistent with any weather patterns in the area, nor were there any other physical causes we could identify.
Roger. So you haven't been able to identify the cause yet?
Not yet, but Elia has already initiated an investigation. She is gathering testimonies from the colonists and will share her findings.
Do you suspect that the damage was caused by a colonist?
I understand ISA put the colonists through a rigorous training program, but the psychological challenges of living on Mars are quite extreme. We must take great care to make sure Ledrerev syndrome doesn't spread through our colony too.
Well, your logic is sound, though it's a grim thought.
It could be a solo operation, or perhaps a group of them. I do not know yet.
Continue your investigation, and inform us immediately of your findings. I hope you're wrong, but I will work with my team to dig through the footage with your suspicions in mind. Houston out.
It's just a tiny bit horrifying. Where is uranium? Yes, it's just not... We haven't found any uranium yet.
Mother's attention is centered on an impudent child who wishes to claim her garden as theirs. But from her infinite store of knowledge, Carmine will awaken their mind and show them the truth. On Mars, everything comes from Mother.
Invalid voice recognition. This message is in violation of security code 1A3972.
She provides protection and comfort to all her creatures. She unleashes misery and suffering to all her enemies.
Hi. Welcome to Mars. My name is Amy. Alright, as I glitched through a few messages, I saw Amy questioning where did that come from and who is Carmine. A little short on power, but it's fine. More's coming. Oh boy. Maybe I shouldn't have answered a phone call while we were glitching. Oh, joy.
This is your last stop. Identify yourself when you are considered hostile. You are breaking up badly. Say again, please. Over.
This is Dr. Nathan Foster from Mission Control. Do you copy?
Roger. Now I copy.
Oh, well.
Looks like we're still having
Good
those
timing.
intermittent connection problems. We're still working on identifying the issue. Until then, keep up the recording and backing up offline protocol. Sorry about the extra work.
It is no problem, Dr. Foster.
Good. I also want to talk to you about the cryptic message you received. We suspect someone's been jamming our network to gain outside access to your systems.
What do we mean by alien?
The message came after we explored the abandoned facility from the Huo Long's mission. They must be accessing some backdoor in their technology they left behind.
It could be the techies, but that's only one of our suspects.
Understood.
Now, any irregularities
How would you like
discussed,
me to proceed?
That is your focus. Houston out.
Continue the mission.
Amy, we need your help. That message was also broadcasted to the colonies, and it's total chaos down here. Some of the colonists have been spreading rumors about what the children of Carmine will do to us.
Children of Carmine.
Yeah. That's what the colonists are calling whatever sent that message. This threatening message, coming right after the life support failure. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. We don't even know what we're dealing with. Life on Mars was never supposed to be easy. But dealing with hostile forces wasn't on the program.
ISA believes an outsider is trying to hack into my system. It could be the Eastern Coalition, or another competing organization. They ordered me to focus on terraforming while they investigate.
Then we need to defend ourselves. We've got a mission to carry out, and we've already put our lives on the line for it. I'm activating NH9833 Emergency Protocol. You can access the military tech brand now. Amy, figure out what to develop first so we can fight back. We're counting on you. Elliot out.
Now, we can fight. Oh, and by the way, though this plan is a little out of date, as we have a surplus of chemicals, no time like the present to pump them into the atmosphere. Advanced mines will presumably let me tap into those better resources. Though maybe we should ensure our safety first. Looks like food might be trending down again, so let's make sure that's not a problem.
That takes care of the dry ice on the poles. And I did it without using any nuclear missiles. Being able to complete the mission without damaging the planet is a great achievement. The next milestone is reaching an atmospheric pressure of 300 millibars. There is still a lot to do. First, I need to analyze all the methods to reach 300 millibars.
Honestly, the whole nuclear thing was just poorly thought out. Why irradiate the planet when you can just not?
Houston here. We have confirmed the disappearance of the polar ice caps. Terraforming Stage 1 is complete. Congratulations, Amy. You have made incredible progress. If you continue raising the planet's temperature, you'll trigger the release of CO2 trapped in the deep regolith. You'll need to raise the atmospheric pressure to 300 millibars. That'll make living on the surface much easier for the colonists.
What are your suggestions for raising the atmospheric pressure?
Aerobraking is a good one. It involves guiding asteroids into the upper layers of the planet's atmosphere.
Oh,
This
that is
causes them
cool.
to burn up and subsequently release their gases into the air. Certainly plenty of asteroids to choose from out there. We'd like for you to aim with the ones with CO2 deposits, of course. That'd be one way to increase the density of Mars's atmosphere.
Aerobraking sounds like it could be dangerous.
No, not necessarily. Though it is a technique that requires lots of planning and careful execution.
Honestly, sounds like a job for a robot. Now we are approaching our building limit again.
Whatever you
find
decide,
more
factories to choose, make sure to take everything into account.
Now, I also worry that getting further into the game mostly means that I'm going to start freezing more and more often, which makes me sad. A little surprised that I'm not discovering any more sources of uranium. I guess uranium is just rare. I mean, obviously that does stand to reason. Seems like wind power provides more power than solar just in general, so rather than needing to build a whole bunch of supplementary power plants, just starting to build with wind more. Top priority,
We have reached the second stage of engineering.
defense
We are making great progress.
of the colonies. Defend the people. Oh, we are at the building limit. We need to wait for the deck. Well, it's fine. We have lots and lots of people. So we are pushing the limits of power.
Great. Now I can examine those nuclear silos. Well, I mean the colonists can. No, I need to stay focused. There is still a lot to do. I wonder what other secrets this planet is hiding.
Well, so long as my directive is investigate abandoned silo. Oh, wow. The Opportunity Rover. That's cool. Way out of my way. Oh boy, power is starting to become a big problem. Well, I have a surplus of silicon. So let's scrap this. And if that gets done quickly enough, I'll build another nuclear plant. Come on, man. Give me a second now. Or was that not enough? Oh, that's just... Or it's... Okay. Okay, that's still being emptied. Come on, hurry it up. Uh, why is power plummeting? Let's destroy another silicon mine.
Applying Earth technologies to the Martian environment is a challenge. I look forward to creating a green planet. Now, I need to continue raising the planet's temperature.
I guess I had 2 nuclear plants on the way. Okay, now we're back at cap, okay. Although, fortunately, we are now getting close to, raising that cap. Oh, we need a certain minimum amount of uranium just to build it. Oh, look at this then. Let's get some more wind power in here.
I am leaving a permanent trace. Mars will never be the same, and it will be because of me. No, I am only following ISA's directives. We are helping Mars reach its full potential. On the other hand, this would speed up the mission considerably. Should I reconsider?
Reconsider what exactly?
No. This technology is dangerous. Melting the poles so drastically may have consequences that we have not considered.
That sounded like the opposite of reconsidering. Really kind of want to get access to those more advanced resources. That having been said, a second save normally. That's about all the time I have. So, thank you for joining me here on Mars. A Mars that will hopefully be looking more blue and green sometime in the near future. After all, it's only been 10 years. I hope you have a lovely day.